My people, a whole lot is happening in the political zone. I will tell you again here in this video. A whole lot is happening. I would want you to watch this video to the very end because a whole lot of things that happen are about to be opened here in this video. And there are a lot of reasons why Wike has been on the neck of Fubara. At first, he thought that Fubara is someone that he can actually control anyhow. This is them Wike that was fighting against godfatherism there in Lagos State at the time. Ambode wanted to become the governor of Lagos State. Now you will see what's actually happening in Rivers State, and a whole lot of threatened letter, has been sent to Fubara as for the fact that he does not want to work and he does not want to listen to whatever that Wike is trying to tell him. And you see everything in this video. His secret has finally been opened. The secret of Wike that has been kept since all this while has been finally opened, my people. I want you to watch this video to the very end, and you see a whole lot of things that will open your eyes, my people, in this video. Make sure you share this video to every social media platform. Share it for a whole lot of people to see everything that is going on in Rivers State. Share it. If you cannot share, like it, give it a thumbs up so that YouTube will recommend it for us to be back in a jiffy.
Welcome back to Lagos TV show.
The whole of crime scene
is happening in the street again.
The center of political news, celebrity gossip, religious gossip, and happiness in the society.
Join us, the voice of Africa.
Welcome you to ERUPT TV show, where we bring you political, celebrity, and religious gossip. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, do well to click the red subscribe button, and don't forget to click the bell icon so that YouTube will notify you anytime we drop another trendy video.
That is impunity. I've been doing it before. I'll continue to do it, and nothing will happen. Criminals are criminals. They may come in different ways.
Just as Wike has rightly said, criminals are criminals, but they might come in different ways. Wike is one of the criminals that has been troubling Rivers State ever since Fubara has become the governor of Rivers State. And a lot of people in Rivers State support this man. They support Fubara to be their governor. They actually want this man to be their governor and rule them well because they've seen the agenda and the motive of Fubara for Rivers State. And you will see that the troubles water that has been disturbing Rivers water since all this while the Rivers State is Wike. And you could see a lot of news that has come after all these troubles that have before Rivers State ever since Wike and Fubara have been fighting. You know, all this godfatherism issue and everything that has come alongside with it. And you will see in this video the threatening. This person came on board. He came on live screen and even threatened the present governor of Rivers State, which is Fubara, which is very, very uncalled for and is very, very unlawful for somebody to come and threaten a sitting governor of a particular state in this country. And you will see that these people have balls. They already have the balls to come out now and threaten the sitting governor just because they have a backup of one godfather that is not working for the godson. The godson is not even, he does not even want anything that has to do with the godfather. You will see everything in this video. And inside this video again, you will see one of those people in Rivers State that actually came out, one of the journalists in Rivers State that came out and even said a whole lot of things about Wike himself, as at the time he was the governor of Rivers State. And he said a whole lot of things and all of the achievement that Wike has been talking about. And he said that how can you say that you have all these achievements and you have a whole lot of people that are hungry in the state, a whole lot of hungry workers everywhere in the state. You said you are building infrastructures, and those people you are building the infrastructures for are actually lamenting that they are hungry, and every one of them were clamoring for change in their state. And you said you are working, and you said a whole lot of people in your state actually believed in you as at the time you were the governor of Rivers State. Everything was opened in this video, and I want you to see, I want you to stick to your screen to see everything in this video, as this man exposed a lot of things about Wike, and Wike we never expected this. And you see the video where Fubara was threatened, you will see it first, and after that you will see where this man said a whole lot of things about Wike. My people, I want you to stick to your screen and see this video. My people, don't go anywhere. After the video, we wrap up.
We want to stand it clearly for you and your people. If you don't stop, we will come after you. We are not afraid. We are not afraid. That government does not belong only to you. It belongs to the Vassable. It belongs to the Vassable. All of us fought for you to be there. And we can fight for you to be there. So if you want to continue to fight, we can be prepared. When we come after you, you will run. You will run. So all those people that are encouraging you to say, insult Wike, say this, say that, insult President TINUBU, that nothing will happen. When the thing will come, they will abandon you. We have done this before now. Yes. We are just the civil servants. Yes. They're in the position. We have not paid any price. price that were paid in the past. So I'm standing here on behalf of Grassroots Development Initiative GDI worldwide. So state clearly that as we finish this program here today, from tomorrow, we'll be observing you, we'll observe your supporters, we'll observe your followers. Any further attempts to install the president of Nigeria, to install our grandparents fronting by the way to Wike, then be ready for war, and you will pay the price. Thank you, and God bless all of us.
Good afternoon, ladies or gentlemen. In the press, of course, we don't have ladies. And my brother colleagues. I'm here today to address some of the nagging issues in the state, and also to elucidate, throw more light on what is going on thus far, especially when we consider the statements or the media chat by our former governor, who is now the FCT minister, NYESOM Wike. You will agree with me that the major problem has to do with what I call the pestilence of godfatherism and its resistance. And the former governor, who is now the FCT minister, finds it difficult. He's yet to come to terms with the fact that while he thought he was going to a third term in office by proxy, the man who succeeded him, knowing too well what Rivers people went through in the last 8 years, has decided to hew us out of that mountain of despair and frustration. I'm talking of the present governor in the person of Fubara. He was his DFA while I was in office, before I resigned. Then eventually became the Accountant General. You will all agree with me that he worked closely with the governor, then governor, who is now the FCT minister. And of course, I want to believe his hands were a little bit fettered, and so there are so many things, even if you oppose, because we had a governor who was impervious to criticisms. All those who reasoned that tangent to him, we are dealt with one way or the other, especially in the last governorship election and National Assembly elections. We can hear we all know of the story of Faradagogo. We all know of Chinregwe. We all know of, we have a lot of them. Even hotels that were short filling stations and so on. And most of them were hounded. What was their crime? Simply because they declared interest to partake. And the former governor refused or failed to understand that even by thinking he was giving himself so much credit, he was inadvertently damaging his reputation and letting the world know, or underscoring the fact that he was a dictator when he said he bought all the forms for PDP candidates and aspirants, as at that time aspirants, and he sponsored all the elections. That is anti-democratic to start with. And that also goes to bolster the fact that it was more or less a dictatorship. It simply means only those you wanted to aspire, and only those you wanted emerged as candidates. That's the simple truth. And so all those who of their own wanted to buy forms were harassed one way or the other, and their businesses were badly affected. Some businesses were shut, some they are accused of all sorts of trumped-up charges. So each time he said he bought all the forms, he thought it was like a glorifying thing. No. He was inadvertently damaging himself. But it's so unfortunate that he failed to appreciate that fact. Then he went further to also ask in his media chat if any of these persons can talk to their House of Assembly members, and the House of Assembly members will listen. What does that tell you invariably? It simply means he is responsible for the contumacious attitude of the Assembly members. He is the one telling them what to do. They are just pawns on his chessboard, political chessboard. And why is that the case? Because if you ask him today to come and contest in Rivers State in a free and fair election, we all know what happened in the last Google election. we're all journalists, and I believe you have the facts, even if you're not going to come out openly because of what INEC did by stamping what I call ineptitude. But if today you say, if he says he can tell his assembly members and they will do what they want to do, it simply means because he bought the forms for them, he sponsored them, they are tied to his apron strings. That's what it means. Now, what is the problem? Ego. The FCT minister kept talking about gratitude, ingratitude, and so on. And I asked a simple question. Who is the worst ingrate? Maybe most of you have failed to take under advisement the issues in the last, let me say, from the days of Peter Odell. On several occasions, he said that Governor Dele was responsible for his return as local government chairman. And he will owe his political height to Peter Odell. Because but for that return, re-election, he wouldn't have been anywhere right there. He would have been a political force to be reckoned with. And he also went a step forward on Peter Odell's birthday to say, God will punish him any day he goes against Peter Odell. He said, social media is everywhere. In his media chat, he denied it. He said he never said so. But the social media will not lie. It's for life. Today, he said, he's gone, his pathways with Governor Peter Odell. And when they asked him, he said, he never said, oh, he will never part ways. Is that not an act of ingratitude? Let us also go to Rotimi Chibuka-Amechi. He was the chief of staff to Rotimi Chibuka-Amechi, his principal. We are all seized of what happened between, for his own selfish ambition. For his own selfish ambition, we are all seized of what happened between Rotimi Chibuka-Amechi and the FCT minister. What was the problem? Amechi said it was the time for the riverine, the turn of the riverine. And he said no. That was the major problem. He was Rotimi's chief of staff. Are they on terms today? The answer is no. Who was also responsible for his emergence as governor of Rivers State? The Jonathans. Is he on terms today with Jonathans? No. I'm addressing the integrity issue right now. This was the same guy who said he was never going to impose a governor on Rivers persons. In fact, he advised Ambode to reject President Tinubu before, as at that time he wasn't the president, Tinubu's godfatherism in Lagos State. It's all over the social media, it's everywhere. You know, he loves the media, so it was a media chat. The same person who advised somebody to reject godfatherism is trying to impose godfatherism in Rivers State. Like I said, he said he was never going to impose a candidate, a governorship candidate. Today he's saying he was instrumental. He even bought the form for the governor. Is that not imposition? The same person who said he was too big to be a vice president is today the FCT minister, accepting the office that is even lower than that of a vice president. The same person who said he was going to support whoever emerged as the candidate of PDP, thinking he was going to emerge, went against ATIKU because ATIKU emerged and rained invectives on Tambuwa, the former then governor, who had to step down for ATIKU also to emerge, and called him a traitor. So if you talk of integrity, who lacks that integrity? Now he's inciting intifada in Rivers State. They asked him, he said, if they were saying the governor should be independent, why wouldn't the assembly members, after all, impeachment is constitutional. What are the crimes? What are the grounds for impeachment? I'll go into the 8-point agenda. What are the grounds for impeachment? What did he do? As at when the budget was even presented, because the issue of the budget was not even the grounds. The problem preceded the budget presented. That's why only 4 members were in the assembly as at when the budget was presented. They had the issues because the governor who had been pushed to the wall resisted. He was asphyxiated, he resisted. You see, every spirit revolts at tyranny. And that is why the governor said, okay, there is no problem. Today you say you build bridges and so on, flyover, at what cost? Go to Delta State today. At what cost is the governor building how many flyovers? You build a flyover for 70-something million naira. That can be investigated. Why are you so much interested in the building of flyovers and you de-emphasize human capital development? Have we asked questions? Because he keeps vaunting, I built so many flyovers. Pensioners are not paid. No promotion. No employment. Those of you who were here when JDSP was a governor, it was simultaneous. While infrastructural development was taking place, we had the human development as well, human capital development. But you're interested in building flyovers because you know the pecuniary gains. You know, one easy way of fleecing the state try to dry, whether state or national, is to embark on projects, whether they make sense or not. You're building flyovers for dead people, for the dead to fly over. They have to feed. You address the economy of the state first. And every day you say you build flyovers, at what rate? Stratospheric. Dave Umahi replied in then. When he had the beef with, when he had the quarrel with Dave Umahi said, you spend how much in building flyovers? And I spent less than that to achieve more. Dave Umahi said it. Then they were all governors. So what's this hype about you build so many flyovers and build so many flyovers? What is this hype about that? We all know why you concentrated on those things. The present governor, what has he done? We're all aware of what he did in the last December. We are even aware of the hike and increase in the salaries of local government workers. But these are the kind of people-oriented projects, policies we want. Even the bills that the so-called impostors, I say impostors, because we are all aware that once you defect, except there is schism in your party or there's a merger, you've lost your seat. There are decided cases. I also go into the 8-point agenda. We're all aware of that. They are still there. That's why I say they're impostors. And he says you go ahead to represent that budget. And you now talk of the 8-point agenda that we all know was skewed in favor of the FCT minister. Because the only thing that you can say is in favor of the governor was the issue of the impeachment. Yeah, they said, tarry. But every other thing was in favor of the FCT minister. You're imposing commissioners on the man, a governor, and you're saying you must reappoint those persons. You must represent the budget. Meanwhile, there is a subsisting court judgment on that by Danagogo, who made that budget legal. Because at that time, the court affirmed that you just had 4 members of the 5 members of the House of Assembly. And if you talk of a quorum is based on the number, the numerical strength of the Assembly. These other ones had defected in the eyes of the court. And it was on that premise he passed a judgment. So what is wrong? If only 4, because they had already defected. So what is wrong if you have just 4 members of the House of Assembly? Does that mean that the governor was not going to present a budget because he had just 4 members of the House of Assembly. And INEC has even refused to conduct by-elections or supplementary elections, they call them.
So my people, you could see from the video, you could see where that man was threatening Fubara, a sitting governor of Rivers State. If it were to be a lawful country where there is peace and order and all the rules and regulations and the constitution are being followed, is there any reason why somebody can single-handedly come out to come and threaten a sitting governor of a particular state, or just because he's not answering to the godfather that actually made him to win the election or so? And mind you, the reason why Wike actually took Fubara as the person that's supposed to run for the governorship election in Rivers State under PDP was just because he felt that Fubara is this kind of person that could be overturned. You know, understand that you can give any direction to, when you direct him to do all these things, you know that he will follow. And at the end of the day, it turned out to be that Fubara is a kind of different person. And I believe so much that Fubara already see the motive. He saw the motive of Wike towards Rivers State, and he actually contradicts what he wants for Rivers State. And you see everything that has been playing out to this present moment. You will see that Wike was one of those people that was telling Ambode them never to listen to Tinubu, and Tinubu being the godfather of Ambode. Now you could see what happened to Ambode after he actually stopped listening to Tinubu, which is his godfather then. Now you see what happened after. Now you will see that his mission, his ambition to be the governor of Lagos State ended that day. And this same person that was advising Ambode not to listen to his godfather or not to accept anything like godfatherism there in Lagos is not the same person causing trouble in Rivers State. And you will see, he said that there are criminals and they might come in different forms. And he never forget that. He said that there are criminals and these criminals might come in different forms, forgetting that he is a criminal. He said that he forget that he himself is a criminal in Rivers State. Now a whole lot of people are actually against Wike disturbing or giving orders to Fubara, and you will see that a whole lot of people are actually accepting Fubara to be their governor because they feel like this man actually have a lot of things that can actually offer. They have a lot of things that can offer Rivers State, and a whole lot of Rivers State people are supporting Fubara as their backup, and they are ready to support him to the end. You will see everything in this video, and you will see that everybody has, ever since then, everybody have been talking about all this issue, and this issue keep on coming up, and a whole lot of people advise Fubara not to just back down, not to wait, and not to feel reluctant of coming out to even talk back. You understand? And you see some videos whereby he came outside and he said some things just for them to know that he's not being calm with anybody when it comes to issue of him and issue of himself and Wike. And you see that he's holding his ground as the governor of Rivers State, and a whole lot of people are supporting him. And you will see what that man said in that video. You said you are building flyover for people that are already dead. You understand? When he said they are already dead, people that are hungry. You know, when a state is filled with hunger, and you said you are building a whole lot of infrastructures, and those people that you are building it for are actually wailing in hunger. A whole lot of them are crying. You know, there's no point you working, and at the end of the day you are not getting the dividends of the work and everything that you are supposed to get after which you work. That this man actually deprived the Rivers State people, as at the time it was the governor state, and you are here disturbing somebody that have the motives of taking this state to the next level. You will see, he said this man has a policy. He said Fubara has a policy that he wants to follow, and he said that there are a lot of people that is paying their salary. You know, that he increased the salary of those people in the local government, and these are the type of things that they want in the state. Not you just saying that you want to do a project in which everybody knows that whenever you say you want to embark on a project, it's another means for you to embezzle a whole lot of money into your pocket, because there are a lot of amount that you say you want to use for a particular project. At the end of the day, is a little amount that you want to use, in more like you inflating the price of everything that you want to use for the project. And that man actually made a whole lot of exposure in this video, my people. If you have seen this video and you see that this man has actually said some things that you feel like is very, very right, my people, make sure you enter into the comment section and tell us what you feel about everything that you've just watched now. And don't forget to share this video to every social media platform. A whole lot of people need to see everything that is happening in Rivers State, and a lot of people need to give their comments about everything that is going on, my people. Don't forget to share it, let a whole lot of people to say that. And if you cannot share, like it, give it a thumbs up so that YouTube will recommend it for us. And if you are coming across this channel for the very first time, do well to click the red subscription button, and don't forget to click the bell icon so that YouTube will notify you anytime we drop another trendy video. See you in our next video. Bye for now.